Guys, I don't think you understand the significance of God in our lives and the significance of God's timing. Like, I really don't think that we understand that, because to be number two, Sanbonani, hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Gyobakili Onalena Lepete. I have so many nicknames. I have so many nicknames. I don't even know like which one do I like. However, we'll work on that. We'll decide on that. Okay. So this is my very first video. This is the first time I try out this YouTube thing, and I decided today let's just get to know each other. I'll be serving you guys with a lot of different content, and I just hope that you guys will enjoy the type of content that I'll be serving. But most importantly, I just want to have fun. Okay, that is the main thing. I don't want to get into this YouTube thing. I just want to make money. No, first of all, I just want to have fun. Hence, I have decided on serving you guys content there, yadijo, cooking, serving you guys content, makeup, serving face. You guys can see for yourself that I mean, look at me, look at me, please look at me. So it will be makeup, cooking, going out, shopping, fashion, just nice thing. And but most importantly, I'll be giving you guys like makeup hacks, and obviously we have to engage so that I can know hore lo prefera content e yang. Okay, so Gyobakile Onalena Lepete, she was born in Pampelstad, which is in the Northern Cape. However, there have been a lot of like controversies surrounding this thing. Pampelstad I will under Northwest or Northern Cape. However, we're not here for that. Okay, so I was born in Pampelstad, and then gosh, mama gonna live in a baby. It's only my sister and I'm the last born. So however, she was working in Kimberley, so we moved from Kuchai to come and stay in Kimberley, and then that is where like I started my schooling years from grade R up until grade 7, which was in 2012 when I completed my grade 7. Okay, go Olympic Primary School. So Mukimele go White City. I guess a lot of people will know, if you're from Kimberley, you will know White City is like stadium, site Yorkshire cricket pitch. Okay, so I had friends. I was just, growing up, I was not really an outspoken person. I was very shy. This thing speak out there, and it just started now recently. I don't know, probably in high school. Okay. So yeah, Kimberley. I started my schooling years in Kimberley from grade R up until grade 7, which I completed in 2012. And then my mom, she moved back home, which is Kopampilstad. She moved back home, and I had to go complete my high school years, go Jan Camp, go Northern Cape Agricultural High School. Some people know it as Landbo. Okay, so after my parents moved home, I had to start my like high school years at home. So I attended school at Northern Cape Agricultural High School from 2013 up until 2017. I used to stay go hostel, like it's a boarding school, so I used to stay go hostel. Yeah, to be honest, my high school years were the best, because really I met new people, I started new friendships, given the fact that I grew up in Kimberley, and all my childhood friends were from Kimberley. So usually when I would go home, when I would go home to visit before moving to Jan Camp, when I would go home, I don't have friends. So basically, I would just be chilling with my cousins, and that is how it has always been. Like, I've never had friends go high. Up until a later stage. Okay, so yeah, so my high school years were very fun. I was very naughty. I don't know, I was just very mischievous, man. I was a very naughty student. However, I was also one of those students you would get in the top 5 every term on the notice board. Okay, so this life is all about balance, guys. You have to balance these things out. And then I later discovered during my high school years that one of my interests or one of my hobbies was playing netball. I also started falling in love with debate. Guys, excuse me for any noise that you're gonna hear because I came race, so yeah, I don't stay alone. So just excuse me for little noises that you're gonna hear. And obviously, next door there is like some guy who's running a business. So yeah, so I discovered that I actually do like netball. So for netball, I was playing the position of center. I was an all-rounder. I like, I'm that person. I am literally an all-rounder. When it comes to kicking, you will find me. When it comes to netball, you will find me. When it comes to public speaking, you will find me. When it comes to, like, I used to do so many things. So yeah, I started debating in grade, I think it was grade 11. I was already in grade 11 when we started with this debate thing for rural areas. The debate was mainly centered around road safety, so we would go on like competitions to the provincials, to nationals, sorry, and it was very fun, guys. It was very fun. Like, to be honest, if at all I had to go back in time, I would definitely be part of the debate team again, like, without a doubt. And I'm so glad that we started this debate thing. Lebo Montati Lucholo, shout out to you. Shout out. Even though we were from different schools, but we were in the same team. So we're representing Francis Barrett from different schools. Okay, so I'm very glad that this debating it was kept alive, since after we started it in 2016. Very proud of our school and the teachers who are part of the debate team and who are part of keeping it alive. What else is there to know about me? Okay, so I'm done with my high schooling years. Okay, I completed matric in 2017. I was done with matric. To be honest, I wasn't really when it comes to my subjects, let us look at like how orientated I was. I wasn't really a science person, to be honest. If you now you were to give me a natural science homework, I wouldn't even be able to complete it because I am not a science person. Okay, so I was much more into commerce. Economics was one of my favorite subjects. Like, I aced it. Shout out to Mem Brenda. You were the best teacher, and you still are the best teacher, producing The Economist. It's a pity that I didn't, career-wise, I didn't see myself in that sector. So after 2017, 2017, guys, now I was not even interested. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life after matric, so I didn't really like apply for school, for universities, or any higher institution of learning. I did not apply, like, at all. So sharp. 2017, I'm done with matric. I passed, I got an admission to bachelor's. Now comes 2018. Yo. Now comes 2018, whereby I don't know. I am just lost. I don't even know. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. And at that point, I was quite sad. I was quite sad by the fact that the same people that I completed matric with, they had their lives all figured out. They knew that you were supposed to apply for universities in grade 12. They had also like access to those resources. So I was quite saddened by that, but I was just like, you know what? I'll just see how life in Kisakai. So in 2018, I met someone. I met one of my friends, Matsepo Sireko. Shout out, babes. I met Matsepo Sireko and we started becoming friends. Public administration for Mafikeng. We moved to Mafikeng together. Public administration, it was just a certificate in it. And that is also one of the things that I would say, like I had no passion for it. I had no interest in it. I just did it because I didn't want to stay high. Like I didn't want to stay high because literally being home, like guys, I understand why some people feel like when they don't work, like heavily unemployed, they don't want to be at home because it is the most depressing place ever. Like it's just too much. Okay, so I just did public admin because I didn't want to stay at home and I didn't want to be a burden. So yeah, and then so 2018 I spent it Mafikeng. 2019, I think 2019, yeah, 2019 I started applying for universities. Is it 2019? No, 2018. That is when I was now exposed to these other resources. I get it. And then I started applying for universities, like all over. I applied for funding. I remember at some point I decided that I wanted to be a teacher. At some point I decided that this life thing, I think I'm now suddenly interested in becoming a teacher. Okay, so I applied. But then this thing of APS, like if you wanna apply for B.Ed or if you wanna pursue a career in education, you have to like only at least 30 points, of which I did not have. As much as I passed my matric with an admission to bachelor's degree. My admission points, they were less than 30. This life thing will humble you guys. So it was less than 30. So it happened for 2019. 2019, I did not get like any admission to any university. Shame. Funny enough is that like that year, because I also applied for funding. So 2019, I was receiving calls from like Funza, Officer Funza. They were like, no man, we're still waiting on your confirmation letter from the universities. What. It was, guys, I was so stressed. Like I was stressed. There was a point I even went to Potchefstroom. To my other friend, like to my high school friend, one of my high school friends that I met, Tuto. We met in 2013. So and then she got like admission to Potch, go Northwest University. So I went to her, Kizama like the test, guys, you know what, ne? Hi, shame. 2019, I was going when the Goa. Goa, guys, like my life, I honestly just felt like my life is just falling apart, like from scratch, like all over again. It is falling apart. Like, guys, why can't I just get admission to university, whatever? At that point I was willing to study whatever that they were gonna give me. I wrote the test for I think it was social work or something. Sorry, for being a social worker. So I wrote the test. I don't remember what they call these tests. Like when you didn't apply there, but then you can go to the institution and then arrange with them. They'll check for you which faculty has space, and then they'll automatically place you in that. But then you have to go through like tests and stuff so that they can be able to see if you you match the criteria. Okay, so things didn't go well for me. Things didn't go well for me. I never heard anything from the institution. I never heard anything from the institution. Like things were just bad. Like it was bad. Okay. And I remember this one morning when now I had to go home because we were staying over at like this other lady. She was much more closer to my friend Tuto. So we were sleeping at her place. And then now the Monday, I think it was a Monday. Sorry guys, I have sinuses. So the Monday morning, she drove me to like where I was gonna catch a taxi back to Mafike. And she told me that, like, you know what, in life, you should just run your own race at your own pace. And so she was like basically saying to me that yes, you might have completed matric with some of the people by they are at university, but that does not mean that you have to give up on your race. Like, and that even up until this day, I still feel like at some point she was right, because in most cases we just put ourselves under this pressure and this thing at the age of what I want to be, I want to have a house and I want to have a car and I want to have my life all figured out and stuff. And when it does not happen at that time, at that specific age that you reach, then you end up being depressed. The thing is, we take this bargaining, we take our age and then we stick it to our goals. Our goals. So we measure the success of our goals through looking at our age, of which it is wrong. Because now I thought immediately after matric, it is a must that you go to university. It is a must that you do this and this and this, and then after 4 years you'll be done with your course and you'll get a job, and that is where you can literally start your life. And to be honest, it is not like that, guys. We all have our, like, even back at school when we used to do athletics, that we all start on the same line, but we don't all finish at the same time. So it is like that in life. It is definitely like that. Even the people you will go to university with, the people you'll start your first year with, not all of you guys are going to finish in record time. There are going to be a lot of setbacks, and there are going to be a lot of complications and just challenges that you face. The most important thing is for you to look at your own race, because you are running your own race at your own pace. So that is the most important thing to me, and that is the most important lesson that I've learned, like, since after matric, 2 years after matric, when I was struggling to get my life together. I was going down. I was going down. Oh. And long story short, I started applying again. Like, I would apply every single day. I would apply. Anyway, I know by that time I found myself Ubey. And Ubey was in university, and Ubey was like, "Mama, let me help you with the applications." He was helping me. Everything was good. Hey, I'll give you guys a story time about this situation. I'll give you guys a story time about this bay waka, what happened to my bay who was in university. Anyway, yeah, so he helped me apply. Like, again, we tried applying. I applied at different institutions, and sometimes I would get rejected. Like, yeah. So I had already created that room for disappointment, because from 2018, when I applied, in 2019, like, there was a lot of disappointments and a lot of rejection which I faced. So I managed, man, to say, okay, if they take me, great. If they don't, there's always another plan, So if you apply at every university, then one of them should at least contact you, okay, immediately, with an admission letter, as to say, you know what, you have been admitted to this institution to study this and this and this. So I applied. Yeah, when I think of this thing, I applied with him, and then I got an admission. 2020. That is my third year since I completed matric. Third year since I completed matric. So I got admission. Now the thing is, I applied at different institutions, including UNISA. So the first admission letter I got was from UNISA, telling me that, okay, I've been accepted to study Bachelor of Education in Business and Economics, senior and FET. I think it's FET phase. Yeah, FET. And then they also issued out a date as to when I should go and register. Okay, I went to my Fikeng, I did the registrations. Just like and my things were, there was some light, that light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, that is what was happening in my life. There was some light, and I was very excited. Like, I was so excited, because I was just like, okay, at least economics, I enjoyed it back in high school. It was my favorite subject. I even managed to score a distinction in it in matric. And business, there's always these things. I get it. For those who did business, they will know that economics and business, apparently they, more or less the same thing. So I was very excited. I went to my Fikeng, went to register at UNISA, planned. I even planned that Nali my Bay will be moving in together, so that at least when I have to go, like, write maybe exams or like get my study material or anything, then at least I don't have stress. I'm just close by. And another thing is that I also like managed to get a job in 2019. So I just decided, okay, you know what, 2020, if UNISA has accepted me, then I'll look for a job, just so that I can just have something in my pockets month end. Sharp. Hey, when they say, when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Guys, I don't think you understand the significance of God in our lives and the significance of God's timing. Like, I really don't think that we understand that, because funny thing happened. As much as I was excited about this UNISA thing and the fact that I registered, a part of me wanted university experience. UNISA is just basically long distance. They send you study material, you do everything on your own, you go right when it's examination time. And I've never really been that kind of learner. I don't think I was gonna manage. So deep down in my heart, I really wanted to go to university. I really wanted to be in an auditorium, and receive lectures. Like, that is what I really wanted with all of my heart. And God made it possible. But when God made it possible at that time, I had to study something of which I had no idea about. Guys, now I don't understand this thing. Like, he gave me what I wanted. I wanted to study education. But then I decided the environment was not suitable for me, you know. Now he provided me with another option, which was, I'm going to give you the kind of environment that you want. But the thing that you want to study, I'm going to give you something completely different. So now I had to decide between these two. Remember, I had already registered at UNISA. I've received another application, another admission, you know. Now I have to make up my mind. Okay, then I decided, you know what, let me go to Kimberley. I didn't even tell my mom when I went to Kimberley. Let me go to Kimberley and see what is gonna happen. Like, let me just give it a try. And then I came to Kimberley, Salt Lake University. When I got here, I managed to, I didn't even have blankets. I didn't even come with anything. I just came like, no man, let me just go ask and make inquiries, So I came, got to the university. Now, all of a sudden, I'm hearing stories that, no, first years, they'll be allocated their residences. Yeah, first years are being allocated their residences. People are coming in with their bags and stuff, and it's just, I don't know, I was just overwhelmed and I was so confused and I didn't know if I was making the right decision or not. Like, yo guys, I you know what, it was just pretty selling with my life. No pretty selling, it was just, hi shame. Hi. I did not even know what I was doing. I did not even know what I was doing, but I was just like, we move. Decisions need to be made. Okay, so I get my race keys, get my keys. I go to my room. I check it out. I get a roommate. My roommate had not yet arrived. So I put my stuff there and I'm like, oh, by the way, my dad stays in Kimberley. So I decided, let me go check my dad out. I didn't have money. I only had literally a 20 rand, of which I was going to use for taxi fare. Imagine if I didn't find my dad there, then what was going to happen? Like, I was not going to be able to go back to race. So I went to my dad and then gave me some cash. He was like, no man, take this money. He was so happy for me. I told him, no, I got admission to the university. My dad and my sister were the first people that I told. My mom usually at the later stage, because she was obviously going to say, hey, but why are you making so many decisions? What is going on? You already registered for UNISA. So I didn't want to have that, that fallout with her. So usually my dad is the chilled one. He's very chilled. So I told him about it and he gave me some cash. I took that cash. I went to buy my beddings and stuff. Went to the university. And the rest of the story, I will tell you guys on my next video. Okay? I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you guys the rest of the story in my next video. And Nale that bay, where did we end up and what happened? And there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here, guys. So yeah, so that is how I started studying at Salt Lake University. And this year I'm doing my third year, which was supposed to be my final year. However, I'll be completing the rest of my modules next year. Okay, and basically what I'm studying is Bachelor of Arts in English, History, Psychology, and Heritage Studies. With the intention of, venturing into teaching, of course, being a history and English teacher after I'm done, which means that by the time I complete this degree, I'll be applying for PGCE. So yeah, anyway, I'm 22. Yeah, I'm 22. I'll be turning 23 in the next month. And yeah, guys, that is basically me in a nutshell. However, at a later stage now, after my whole roller coaster thingy, I discovered that I actually do like makeup and I do like cooking. I enjoy cooking, and I just enjoy making people feel good about themselves through makeup. And I also learned that whenever I'm feeling down or whatever, like I just do makeup. Like I do makeup and I feel good and I feel beautiful, and I even forget about whatever it is that I was going through. So that is just basically me in a nutshell. I hope that you enjoy this video. I hope you're going to like, comment, and share. And yeah, I just hope you're ready to to enjoy more of the content that I'll be serving. Yeah, do not forget to just comment and tell me what you think about the video, the quality, like literally anything.